Tournaments, Raptors basketball, and tomorrow the Grand Marshal of the St. Patrick's Day Parade. As Rudy Gobert, they gave up a lot, so the expectations are extremely high.
Well, we haven't seen him and Karl Anthony Towns together a whole lot.
No. Banked in by Ask you how your bracket is doing.
No.
I think everybody.
It's a disaster like everyone else.
Yeah. Here's a little this and a little that. And the bucket is good.
Well, not necessarily to start. The Raptors have wanted so far here. But Van
Vliet struggled from the free throw line. We've seen that this year. He's had great stretches and then some inconsistency
level. Anunoby's playing at a higher level. Hurdle and Barnes' chemistry is really cool.
McDaniels,
as well as Gary Trent Jr. getting the act, that really makes you that much more powerful.
Coming out of the timeout, both teams 5 of 9, and there's Van Vliet. Where you're not eligible for the postseason when you move up divisions. So they're moving from D2 to D1. Here's Pirtle.
A lot of people sitting around in tweed jackets making a lot of money.
Here's Van Vliet. The three! Knocks it down.
We talked about this earlier. Minnesota, high, fast pace of play. Count it.
Alexander Walker, McLaughlin, Reed.
Raps go zone here.
Reed in the middle of the zone, attacking, and another and one. Diego State.
Malachi was all fired up before the game.
Talking to him. Here's
the Aztecs.
Fred operating again.
Raptors and the T-Wolves off to the races.
Alexander Walker guards Siakam, spins with the left, the swirl. 36-30. Here's Reed with a three. How about this?
Shoots around 53%, so he's a good, solid guy off the bench.
And Pascal goes right at him, plus the 5. Alexander Walker. And high. On a review, Jack. McLaughlin up top. Batted away. OG, Siakam, Trent Jr. with the throwdown. To finish, he joined Minot. Here's Prince. Sends it over to McDaniels. He lines up the three, and it's good. In the quarter, Raptors 6 for 13. Pascal. He'll fire the three. And then you add in the extra year of eligibility that is given to players. There's a couple more years of that because of COVID. Fred VanVleet knocks it down. But the rest of the NBA, it's just kind of all right there outside of some of the lower teams. OG!
Tonight, so you got a lot of juice for tomorrow night as well. If you can get these guys on a back-to-back.
Up high, Gobert.
Big win for the Leafs last night against the Hurricanes.
61-53, little sidestep, three, and it's good. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Barnes, great recovery. OG Anunoby at the buzzer.
And he was there with Eddie Jordan,
who used the Princeton offense. And Scotty with a jumper. And Barnes
really scuffling. And quite frankly, they should have lost to Toronto last Monday night. The Raptors had them beat.
Raptors beat him this past Tuesday. Quarter, you see Sacramento right now early on losing to Washington. And there's Fred operating on the inside.
Imperfect, but perfectly imperfect, right? What you make of it?
Daniels, the three.
But this man was a hooper back in high school in Minneapolis.
Turnover, scooped up. Trent Jr. ahead now. Scotty B throws it down on the run, and he's fouled. A vicious slam. But we're tied at 77, and Nas Reed rising up. He has played well.
I've mentioned him a few times tonight.
Raptors down 3. Gary to tie it, and he does.
Get on the officials occasionally, but win it with your actions.
Yeah. Whistle and a foul, and count it. Pascal on a back down. He's got 21 now.
In 10, so -3 in a point differential on miscues.
Ooh, beautiful swirl in the left.
Got the hot hand, Matty D. Heat check.
Boucher. Here's Conley. Gives it to Anderson. 3 doesn't go. Trent Jr. unable to track it down. Alexander Walker up at the rim. Doesn't go.
Blockouts.
Great job on the inside. Here's Pascal.
Barnes and Boucher.
Barnes in the paint right to the eye. Right, because...
Well, you got no choice.
Yeah, and you've seen it now for a couple of games. Here's Gary Trent Jr. Count it. From three-point range, Raptors lead by a dozen. Here's Boucher. Finds Pirtle with Trent Jr. and Anunoby up top from Pirtle. Great vision.
Design play, little screening action. And
Tampa against the Timberwolves. Van Vliet trying to shake free. Shot clock down, spinning. Over Conley.
Tonight, Matty D, he is just explosive getting up the court.
27 points, 10 rebounds, Anderson. And Raptors, their bench, produced 21 points, 16 of them by Gary Trent Jr. Jakob right at the rim.
This entire team, you add number 19, he makes a big difference. Impact.
Here's Pascal Siakam. Trent Jr. lines it up. Good from Grand Bay, Westfield.
Where you're a developing player and you kind of pick your spots, but to your point, just do the little blue collar things and help your team win. It's hard for young players. You know, it's.
And Achua takes it strong to the basket. Impressive win for the Raptors. They've won 7 in a row here at home. 3 in a row overall. As Nick Nurse heads over, and they see his longtime great friend Chris Finch. Raptors 30.